The story begins in ancient Japan. We see a place called AKO, where landlords still rule. Some samurais bring in a strange boy. The boy's name is Kai, but no one knows where he came from. Everyone suspects he might be some kind of ghost or spirit. They don't want to keep him in their province because his skin is very pale and they fear him. But the lord of that land, Lord Asano, says that the boy will stay. Asano's daughter, Mika, also likes the boy, and soon the two become friends. The boy grows up in the province, but always remains different. Everyone treats him as an outsider. Still, he is grateful for Lord Asano's kindness and Mika's friendship. One day, some hunters go to catch a beast that has been terrifying the villagers. The beast is huge, with 6 eyes. It can toss even horses into the air. At that moment, we see a samurai named Yasano, whose sword falls as he faces the beast. Kai risks his life and kills the monster, saving Yasano and returning his sword to him. But Yasano sneers and says, "It would have been better if I had died. This impure one saved me." Disgusting. Everyone continues to believe that Kai is something unnatural. Soon, the other samurais arrive and think Yasano killed the beast. Yasano stays silent and takes all the credit. As they leave, Kai notices a strange white fox staring at him. The fox's 2 eyes are different colors. Meanwhile, in another province, Nagato, the same white fox approaches Lord Kira. Suddenly, the fox transforms into a beautiful woman. She is actually Kira's spy. She tells Kira that their plan to kill Lord Asano has failed. When the hunting party returns, Mika greets her father and checks if he is hurt. Asano jokes, worried for someone special. It is revealed that killing the 6-eyed beast was important because a grand tournament called the Shogun is about to be held, a very big event. Everything must be perfect. Asano praises Mika's work and says, "If your mother were alive today, she would be very proud of you." That night, Mika visits Kai, who is badly wounded. She tends to his injuries and mentions Yasano. She says that while everyone was praising him, shame was in his eyes. Kai realizes Mika knows the truth. He quickly says, "I don't want any trouble. Please go." He also admits, "I will always love you, but my place is different from yours." Soon, the grand day of the Shogun arrives. A woman appears who looks strangely familiar. Her eyes are 2 different colors, just like the fox from the forest. Kai finds this odd and goes to tell Oishi, but Oishi's son Shikara overhears them. Kai says, "There's a witch among us." Oishi reminds him that only demons can see a witch's true face. "How do you know all this?" he asks. The next day, the festival continues and Lord Kira arrives. He politely greets Lord Asano, but deep inside they both hate each other. Kira taunts, "What a fine concubine you have." An angry Asano replies, "She is my daughter. Mind your tongue." After the play, it is time for the competition between the 2 provinces. Lord Kira's warrior is exceptionally skilled and impresses everyone. Kira mocks Mika, "Don't worry. I'm sure your father's chosen warrior will be just as strong." But no one has faith because Asano has chosen Yasano, believing he killed the 6-eyed beast. Everyone expects Yasano to appear. But before the match, the fox meets Yasano, and he suddenly seems different. When Shikara goes to bring him, Yasano looks unfit to fight. Kai urges, "Call someone else." But there is no time. If their warrior doesn't appear soon, it will be a huge humiliation for Asano. Only a samurai can fight in the duel, but they have no one else. However, samurais wear masks. Behind a mask, no one can tell who the fighter really is. Everyone waits impatiently. The Shogun sends a servant to ask where their warrior is. Just then, AKO's masked fighter finally arrives. His entrance isn't as grand as the enemy's, but everyone sighs in relief. That relief is short-lived. Kira's warrior starts brutally beating the AKO fighter. An arrow strike knocks off the mask, revealing Kai. Everyone is shocked. The Shogun stops the fight and immediately recognizes that Kai is no samurai. He orders the enemy warrior to execute him. Mika panics and stands in front of Kai to protect him. Lord Asano apologizes and takes all the blame. He says, If someone must be punished, punish me. The shogun agrees and leaves the punishment to the people. That evening, the witch tells Kira their plan to seize Ako's land is working. She uses magic to create a spider with 6 eyes, revealing the origin of the earlier monster. The spider bites Asano with a poisonous sting, causing hallucinations. Asano imagines Kira attacking Mika. To protect his daughter, he draws his sword and attacks Kira. But this attack is only in Asano's mind. Others see it as an unprovoked assault. Samurais rush in to stop him, and Kira pretends to be the victim. For attacking a guest, Asano is sentenced to death. Because of his status, he is allowed to perform seppuku, ritual suicide, to preserve his honor. Oishi protests, saying Asano was bewitched, but Asano only thinks of protecting his family's honor. He bids Mika farewell, telling her not to cry and never show weakness. He then performs seppuku in front of everyone. The samurais want revenge, but Oishi warns that open war would endanger not just warriors but also farmers and villagers. Mika asks the shogun to let her manage the province until her marriage, but it is already decided. Lord Kira will now rule Ako. Mika is given 1 year to mourn. After that, she will be forced to marry Kira. For Oishi and the other warriors, the shogun announces that they are no longer samurais. They are now Ronin, samurais without a master. He strictly forbids them from taking revenge. Kira immediately expels all Ronin from a land, ordering them to be killed if found. Mika is heartbroken. Kai is dragged in with a rope. Kira tells his future bride to look at him one last time, because she will never see him again. Then Kira orders Oishi to be imprisoned, fearing his loyalty. Oishi spends an entire year in prison, suffering. One rainy day, he is finally dragged out and left weak and starving. His wife and son rush to him with warm food. His wife explains that all their people have left Ako. Mika has been taken to the palace to prepare for marriage as her mourning year is ending. Oishi asks about Kai. Shikara says he was sold far away as a slave. After eating, Oishi stands and tells the boy to get 3 horses immediately. His wife tries to stop him, but Oishi says, "Tell the world we are divorced. This is the only way to protect you." He says goodbye and rides off. After much searching, Oishi finally finds Kai in terrible condition. Kai has been forced to fight brutally for the entertainment of drunkards. Oishi enters the ring disguised as a fighter to speak with him. But after a year of torture, Kai has become nothing but a fighting machine. He doesn't even recognize Oishi and keeps attacking relentlessly, as if his body fights while his soul is dead. He only regains his senses when he hears Mika's name. Together, they escape under heavy gunfire. When they are finally safe, they talk. Their relationship has completely changed. Kai is no longer the quiet student. He is sharper and angrier now. Oishi admits he should have believed Kai about the witch. He explains that Lord Kira tricked their master into death. He now needs Kai's help. A year in prison has also hardened Oishi, and he now treats Kai with deep respect. Soon a messenger arrives at Kira's castle from the Dutch island, reporting that the warrior they sold has escaped with a samurai's help. Kira orders the witch to find and kill Oishi immediately.